Everybody, welcome back to the Sports Place where we talk sports and have sports debates. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe below, hit the notification bell, and let's get the show started. Okay, so I know we have plenty of time before this fight, August 21st, I believe, but Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. I want to hear what you guys think is going to happen. Pacquiao is Pacquiao. So
First of all, shout out to Manny. Shout out to the GOAT. He's definitely one of the GOATs of boxing. He's always doing his thing. His name is etched in the books. He's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. But, you know it has to be a but. I'm sorry to all my Pacquiao lovers out there. I'm definitely a Pacquiao lover, but I'm also a realist. Errol Spence Jr. is coming back from one of the toughest incidents in his life. He came back, proved that he can go in deep into the rounds, shows he still had all the skill that he had. And for him to be boxing the GOAT, that's what everybody wants. They want to get their name on that list. No matter how old Pacquiao is, it's not going to say his age when you search the fight. They're going to say Errol Spence Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao. And it's going to say win or loss. And if he has that win on his record, he can be etched in the Hall of Fame books as well. So Errol Spence is going to go out there and he's not going to demolish Pacquiao because everybody knows Pacquiao's a warrior in that ring. He may get a chance to get knocked out because Pacquiao is very aggressive. He comes forward a lot, and Errol Spence can expose that. He has great movement. He's quick. He has quick hands, and he also has some power in those hands, as we've seen in his prior fights. But Pacquiao could also surprise the world too. I'm not just giving it all to Errol, because we all know Pacquiao is a seasoned vet in this thing, and he has some of the most powerful hands because he's ambidextrous with them things. He hits you with the left, or he hits you with the right with the same punch in the same exact style. So it's definitely always going to be a hard fight when you're fighting Pacquiao, but I have to get an edge to the younger and more rejuvenated Errol Spence. He has a lot to prove, and he's been on a proven circle, if you want to say it, because he's been running in circles trying to make sure everybody understands that he's still who he was before the car crash. So I got to give the edge to Errol. He's a younger guy. He has a lot more to lose in the situation, because if you lose to Pacquiao in this day and age, what does that say about your career? Not saying that Pacquiao is not, because everybody knows Pacquiao is still Pacquiao in some manner of boxing. But at the end of the day, you get knocked out by the OG. These young dogs gonna start running up on you quick. Well, I want to fight Errol. Well, I need to fight Errol. Everybody's gonna be trying to grab and fight at you, and you will have to decide your next fight very strategically, because that next fight has to be a win, and it most definitely has to be a knockout coming off the L from Manny Pacquiao. But like I said, I give the edge to Errol because the younger experience, the young and rejuvenated young man, Pacquiao always has a chance. He's always going to get there and fight. So you guys know out there, you Pacquiao lovers, I'm not giving him just like, he's not going to get dog walked. He's not going to get in there and just get beat. Like, that's not going to happen to Pacquiao at all. But you have to realize who he's getting in the ring with and when they're getting in the ring. You see what happened with Pacquiao for Floyd. You see what happened with Pacquiao for Manuel Marquez. And these guys, he was fighting around his same age length. And saying that Floyd was not in his age round, but he still did his thing. But you see now is a different day and age where there is, compared to back then where there were 10 great boxers, now there's 30 and 40 and 50. Like, there's boxers that we don't even know about that are undefeated. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a tough one for Pacquiao. He's going to get in there and do his thing, but at the end of the day, I give the edge to Errol. And I feel like that's for good reason.
Okay. Benny?
Manny Pacquiao will lose to Errol. Let's make it plain and clear right now.
Hey, forgive him, Pacquiao lovers. Forgive him.
He knows no better.
Let's pull the plug on this right now. All right. Now, Manny Pacquiao is a legend. He's beaten Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Antonio Margarito. He's the underdog in this fight right now. He's done so many great things. He's been a legend in many decades. He's 42. In about 3 decades, he's been a legend at the sport. But there's a time and there's a place where, batons are passed and, experience doesn't necessarily beat the youth. Manny Pacquiao has a lot in his arsenal. He doesn't have to come out with a flurry of punches. He's going to come out with smart punches. He's going to come out with punches with angles that are very unorthodox. One thing that he can do to win the fight, he has to create the openings in this fight, where Spence doesn't have to create the openings. He just has to be mindful of the openings. He's flat-footed. He can sit there, roll with the punches, kind of take what Pacquiao's throwing out, because I'm sure, 42-year-old Pacquiao is not throwing what 24-year-old Pacquiao is in terms of, honestly.
You think Mike Tyson throwing punches, hitting that heavy bag, and Mike Tyson.
when you have that's Mike, but I'm not saying that, I am saying there's a decrease. There's a decrease, especially with in terms of Spence, because he can roll with the punches, he can shoulder the punches. What he has to really do is shade with Pacquiao and find the openings, whereas Pacquiao has to create the openings. And while Pacquiao's moving around, and Spence is going to find the opening, because with all that movement, it creates its own openings. But Pacquiao has to be the aggressor to find the opening, because if he tries to sit there and go blow for blow, it's not going to work. He's going to give up. His body's going to wear down before Spence's body's going to wear down. And that's what I'm really trying to say. That age does come into play when you going against a younger opponent. You're not going against another 42-year-old. You're going against a guy who can knock people out with body blows, who's great at standing still and trading body blows, who's great with rolling punches. And Manny Pacquiao is at a disadvantage because he has to create the openings, whereas there's less that Spence has to do. Spence almost has to be a rock, and just wait and be patient and take the blows as you can. Try not to take too many. As Pacquiao's dancing, find something and then not finish him, but get your punches, get your combos. And I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao get knocked out. I do not want to see him get knocked out, because we don't want to see the end to a legend end like that. But we want to see a great fight. We want to see people getting sweat flying and like jabs, and we want to see everything, and people getting rolled with the punches. And at the end of the day, we do love Manny Pacquiao. I do love and respect Manny Pacquiao, but it doesn't mean he's necessarily going to win this fight. So
you don't watch it though.
If you have a problem with that, you can say below in the comments, and we could talk about this. We could scrap ourselves, but make sure you like this. Come back next week and do it again. See you later.
Hey, see y'all, man.
He said he'll fight you, not Pacquiao, okay?